Hey guys, welcome to the Musical Immaturity Podcast. I am your host, St.parris, and I am here with... You gotta say your name, man.
We're here with Vintage, fam.
We're here with Vintage, the one and only. And we have a special guest for you just for today. This week, special episode, we have Ace God in the building. Say hello to the people, Ace.
Yo, what's going on, guys?
Alright, guys, so this show we're going to be talking about...
Oh, wait, Nick doesn't have a list. I just took that in.
He doesn't, but I mean, he could just come up with one on the fly.
Are you thinking that he will actually come up with, like, good albums?
Better than yours. You should put Nicki Minaj on yours.
Nigga, nobody's what made her hot, though.
We're going to get into that. Let me just... So we're going to be talking about all the albums in the past 10 years. It's the turn of the decade. We're in 2020, and there has been a lot of music to come out of the 2010s. So we're going to do a little bit of a what's your top 5 mixtape for the 2010s.
That's a top 5 mixtape?
Top 5 albums. I'm sorry. Listen, there are a lot of good mixtapes that are a lot better than the Pink Print.
Dedication for.
All right, if you guys can't tell, I'm a little bit mad because we did this last week and we had like a 2-hour conversation, great stuff, jokes going back and forth, and then the computer froze and we lost it all. So we're gonna try it this time.
Not the computer. My computer is nice. FL Studio froze.
I didn't want to tell the people
Same difference.
We doing this on FL Studio.
FL Studio is like. It's like Pro Tools. It's the standard now.
It's the bargain bin of audio recording.
I really said that, bruh.
All right.
How you roasting your studio, fam? The studio that you go to.
I mean, I could do that. All right. So you want to get into your top?
You go first.
All right, I'll go
like
first. Okay. So for my top 5, and then I'll go into my honorable mentions after. My top 5 is Good Kid, Mad City by Kendrick Lamar. Then we have 2014's Forest Hill Drive's J. Cole, Acid Rap by Chance the Rapper. Then we have Telephone by No Name Gypsy. And finally, we got The Sun's Tirade by Isaiah Rashad, which I want to switch to Sylvia Demo because I just listened to that today. So I'm switching it to Sylvia Demo. Before we get started on anybody else's list, do you want to like talk about the picks that I chose, or do you want to go onto your list first?
I'm going to go onto my list.
Alright.
And then, yeah.
Alright, cool. So do your list.
This is not really like a top 5, but
nah, because you have like 20 picks on there.
Yeah, but it's just a list. So got J. Cole for Your Eyes Only.
Okay.
Then we have Nicki Minaj, Pink Friday,
We
the
gonna talk about that.
the album that made her hot, fam.
We're
Like,
gonna
come
talk
on.
about this. We're gonna talk about it.
Then we have Drake, Take Care.
Oh, that's a good one.
Nas, Life is Good. I
Oh.
will change that to a different one later in the episode because I am not feeling that 100%.
What do you mean? That's like a good album, though.
That's a good album, but I'm not feeling that pick anymore.
He's like, I shouldn't chose Nas in the 2010s.
No, because he has good albums in the 2010s. It's just like Life is for Good is not that one album. Anyways,
we gonna talk about
you
that.
got Lil Wayne, the Carter 4.
Carter 5 is better.
Which sold more, though? Which sold more?
But which one was better?
Carter 4 is better.
Carter 5 was better.
Carter 4 is better.
Carter 5.
Anyways.
If you keep saying Carter 5, you're gonna start an uproar.
Anyways, then we got, you have Kendrick Lamar, Good Kid, Mad City.
Of course.
Nigga, it's on your list, too. Nice.
That's why I said of course.
And then we have Young Jeezy, Hustlers, Ambition.
That was a surprise. I was not expecting to see that there. It's not a bad thing. I'm just saying I'm surprised.
That one was good to me. Like, I like that album.
I might have to revisit it.
You have 21 Savage, I Am Greater Than I Was. We have Rick Ross, Teflon Don. That was a good album.
Teflon Don?
Yeah, that was a good album.
Okay, I said this before and I said it again. Rick Ross is the most consistent hip-hop artist. Listen, I've never listened to a Rick Ross album and been like, oh my god, this is amazing, but I have never listened to a Rick Ross album and been
like, this is shit.
Yeah, this is garbage, I'm not listening to this again. Rick Ross is just, every time I listen to Ross, it's just, oh, I'm just getting Ross. I'm just getting Ross.
Exactly.
Stay Scheming, what was that on?
I don't remember which album that was on, but that song was a banger. That song was a banger. And then,
he wasn't with me shooting in the gym. Oh.
And then we have Meek Mill, Wins and Losses.
I thought that I would have put Dreams and Nightmares.
That was a good
Personally?
album. That was a good album, but wins and losses. The album after the Drake beef.
But you should name your album after what happened to you the previous year.
Yeah, but just listening to it, it was neat. Still.
You took a win. You took a win with that track with Drake, but then you lost as soon as Drake dissed you. So now I'm kidding. I love you, Meek.
And then Jay-Z 444.
Great album.
And then Eminem Recovery.
I would not have put that on there. I'm surprised that you put an Eminem album on there.
Yo, that was a good album.
But it was so poppy. I mean, you had Pink on it. Well, back
We also had No
down.
Love on it, featuring
Yo.
Lil Wayne.
That's cool. I wasn't all for that track.
What about Seduction?
I mean, like, I don't like self-help Eminem. I don't want Eminem to tell me, hey, man, you need to get your life together. He has to be the guy that puts the cocaine in my hand. That's It's the only two things I want to hear from Eminem. I want to hear him badmouth his mother, and I want to hear him talk about the amount of drugs that he uses and how crazy he is. Am I a bad person for that? Yes. But does it make for good music? Yes.
Sadly, it does.
It does.
Okay. Next on my list, Big Sean, Finally Famous.
The only reason... Okay, here's the thing. The track that did not make that album was more famous than the album itself.
No, Controller was supposed to be on a different album.
No. It was supposed to... Oh, wait, Finally Famous, you're saying?
Yeah, Finally
Okay,
Famous.
never mind. Yeah. Finally Famous, that's what put me on to Big Sean.
That put everybody on Big Sean.
Listen, Finally Famous put me on to Big Sean. Everything else turned me off of Big Sean.
Hall of Fame had some good tracks.
That's the one I was talking about. That's the one that was supposed to have Control on it. But then it got taken off. Because, I want to imagine the look on Big Sean's face when he got the version.
Man went like, I don't sell coke, I sell it.
And here's what I'm remembering. He had
Actually,
to
no,
pay
he
for
said,
that.
I don't do coke, I sell it.
I have to remember, he had to pay for that verse. So how pissed would you be if you're like, hey, yo, Kendrick, that's my Big Sean. Hey, yo, Kendrick, man, you lay down some tracks. And Kendrick's like, yeah, man, I do this from Compton. I got you, man, I got you. And then you get back that verse, and you're like, God damn, I can't. Damn. You just started war with everybody. I can't put this on. And man, I paid you $300,000 for this. God, I'll be pissed. All right, that's all on your list, or
Yeah,
more?
That's all on my
All right,
list.
so
Wait, what about Nick's list?
Nick, do you have a list? Do you want to just give some songs that you liked?
Give me a sec.
When did Funeral come out? Because I know that.
Funeral came out a long time.
Let me tell you, every time that we're in this guy's car, who's it by?
Shy Glizzy.
Yeah, this man's always playing Shy Glizzy Funeral, and I get scared because he be doing like 200 in a 50 zone, and I'm like, they're gonna be playing something at our funeral.
Yeah,
No, I'm pretty sure that came out this
2014.
decade still.
Yeah, you could talk about Shy Glizzy. Would you put Shy Glizzy?
Yo, Shy Glizzy's on my list.
Okay. Who else?
Ooh, got Kevin Gates. I'm Here.
You have to talk closer to the mic.
Yeah, yo, Kevin Gates. I'm Here was like, I'm still listening to the album right now.
Kevin, I forgot all about Kevin Gates.
I did too still.
Okay, so I want to get into something real quick, and then we're gonna go back to the regular schedule thing. So, have Vintage over here, and Vintage hit me up. He's like, "Yo, Paris, man, like you're not gonna put Nicki Minaj." Let me do your voice. Yo, Paris, man, you're not gonna put Nicki Minaj on your list. No, and here's why.
Yo, Pink Friday was good, but the rest of the albums that she made,
all right,
I could agree.
Pink Friday, right?
Yeah.
Is it better than Joey Badass 1999? No.
How about albums
No.
just in that year though?
No.
How about albums just in that year?
What
though?
year?
I'm
What
pretty
year?
sure it came out in like 2012.
Good Kid, Mad City.
I set myself up still.
Born Sinner. Wolf. That was one of the best years for hip hop. And you're like, nah, Nicki Minaj. Listen, Nicki Minaj.
You know who shouted
you are?
out some J. Cole albums too, but I'm just saying like.
You know who you are? You're the dude that's still bigging up Paul Pierce, even though like you have Jordan, Kobe, but Paul Pierce, he shot that shot though. I'm not saying Paul Pierce is bad, but he not Kobe. Nicki Minaj, man. I take Yeezus over the Pink Friday.
Yo, wanna know what cheeses me about you saying that?
What?
Yo, back like a few years ago when I was playing like 2K, every time I created my own team, Paul Pierce would be on that team.
I know you. Listen. If I had to write down the formula of what makes you, you know how like the Powerpuff Girls has sugar, spice, everything nice? Yours is Paul Pierce, Mountain Dew, and Lil Wayne. You put that in a big pot, you stir it around, and you get Mike. But okay, I just want to get into my honorable mentions. These are all the stuff that did not make my top 5 list. Yo, this was like picking my favorite children. This was so hard for me to do. I'm looking like, goddamn, like, how can I put this album? And just so you guys know, we made a rule that we could only pick.
Actually, hold up for a minute. I have to defend myself a little bit more still. Cause this
man's gonna wait till halfway through.
No,
okay,
no,
go
no,
ahead.
Go ahead. Because it's not like I said it was top 5. I just said it's on my list. So
but your top 5 list.
No, I when I started saying my list, I didn't say this was a top 5. I just said.
But you said why
list.
it's not on my list.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be your top 5, but can be still on your list.
I'm about to school him, tell him why it's not on my list. Listen, so on my honorable mentions, this is not what made it. So we had a rule: we could only pick one album from each artist. So I couldn't have like Mad City, Damn, and To Pimp a Butterfly. To Pimp a Butterfly didn't make the list. This man's talking about the Pink Print.
Pink Print was nice, but it's not.
It was nice.
Good.
It was nice. It was kind of disrespectful that it played off the blueprint. But anyway, so we have Joey Badass 1999. We have Earl Sweatshirt Doris. It was going to be some rap songs, but I'm like, if we made a 2018 list, it would have been some rap songs. If you're reading this, it's too late, which is the greatest Drake album. I don't want to hear anybody say anything while you're gnawing on a chicken wing right now. I can hear you in the mic.
Shut up. Just continue with your list.
We have My Dark Twisted Fantasy, Kanye West. We have Man on the Moon 2 by the one, the only Kid Cudi, which after Man on the Moon 2, he did not make a lot of good albums, except for Kids See Ghosts was actually pretty dope. In a Tape, we have Run the Jewels 2 by Run the Jewels. We have The Barter 6. Let me tell you guys.
Young Thug is disrespectful for that.
No, let me tell you guys about The Barter 6.
Disrespectful for
Listen,
that.
if Lil Wayne was reincarnated into this era, he would be Young Thug. Am I wrong?
You're not.
Am I wrong? You see,
disrespectful.
Every single Wayne fan right now, they're getting ready. They're putting on their wife beaters, their white wife beaters.
That was just disrespectful though, because this man named his project Barter 6 when the man couldn't drop Carter Fly.
Every single Wayne fan is putting on their wife beaters. They're kissing their Birdmans goodbye. they're hopping into their cars. They're on their way right now. But I will say it again, The Barter 6 is on my honorable mentions because the things that Young Thug does with his flow, I have not seen rappers do anything like this before.
Not Carter. No, Wayne did it. You basically copied Lil Wayne.
Honey man,
No, Wayne's been doing that for years though. I
don't even care what he's saying. Lil Wayne, I have to care what he's saying. And Lil Wayne has fallen off during the 2010s. We talked about this.
But he came back.
He came back, but he fell off.
Fell off for a long time.
For a good while.
What about the Free Weezy album though?
That was okay at best.
What do you mean it was okay?
Did
you even listen to the whole project?
I did. That just got me excited for the Carter. That's all that did.
That was a good project though.
You know what the Free Weezy album was?
What?
It was Ant-Man.
Ant-Man?
No. Yeah, it was Ant-Man and Wasp. You was only watching that because you had to wait for Endgame to come out. That's the only reason. That's the only reason you. It was an okay movie. You weren't mad at it. I mean, like if you didn't really want to go see it, you wouldn't see it. It's not like it was a Civil War where you had to run through the movie theaters and like, nah, I gotta see this. Or it was a Infinity Wars. You're like, nah, I gotta see this movie. It was an Ant-Man. If you skip it, hey, let me ask you this: if you skip the Free Weezy album, are you missing anything?
I know I didn't miss anything.
Skipping the Carter 5 album, are you missing anything?
Yes. You know what you're missing?
What?
You're missing an opera.
Yo, Carter 4 is better.
Okay, we're gonna have this argument.
And then the
Pause. We're gonna have this argument on another podcast because this is gonna last 2 hours. It's gonna last 2 hours if we talk about this. Let me just get back to my honorable mentions, please. So, Barter 6. Then we have Setbacks by Schoolboy Q. We have Atrocity Exhibition by Danny Brown. Let me see what else we got. This is a long list, so y'all better be prepared. We got Layla's Wisdom by Rhapsody, which is a dope female artist. We got Forever is a Mighty Long Time. We got Brick Body Kids Still Daydream by Open Mike Eagle. Jid, I wish this guy made my list. Like, it was so hard for me not to put him on this list. I'm surprised you
didn't put Cardi B on your list. Just on your list in general. Listen,
I'm going to say this right now. I don't like Cardi B. Never liked Cardi B. I don't think I'll ever like Cardi B. It's not because she's a woman. It's not because she used to be a stripper. Nah, because look, Layla's Wisdom, Rhapsody, one of them that made the top 5, Telephone by No Name Gypsy. I know you are, but I gotta tell the people. Telephone by No Name Gypsy, one of my favorite artists. Okay, so I told my girl this. Cardi B sounds like she's a little boy going through puberty, and you know, like where your voice gets deep out of.
Nah, you're disrespecting.
Right? Like, press. Cardi don't need nope. Like, it's very deep. And I try not to judge artists based on their voice, because, like, Danny Brown has a weird voice. People say Jid has an off-putting voice. Even Kendrick, at some point, has an off-putting voice. But there's really nothing there for me. Like, big ups to her and her debut album.
Kendrick's voice actually changed from Good Kid, Mad City.
It did. But, like, yo, her debut album, Invasion of Privacy, I actually listened to that, and I was so upset. Because I couldn't hate on it. I was so mad. I'm like, this is an okay song. All right, next one. She gonna mess up soon. Damn, this is an okay song too. It was better than a lot of stuff that other artists put out. But again, is it for me? No. Does she make terrible music? No. Even that song with her and what's his name? Just the way you are. Bruno Mars. Her with that song Bruno Mars, she was a great feature on that song. That song would not have worked as well as it did without her. But I don't like Cardi. Cardi ain't got nothing for me, right? That's not a bad thing. She's an entertainer, but like,
I actually knew about Cardi before she started rapping.
Yeah, people knew her off of Instagram. I didn't. I didn't really care to.
I didn't know her till before she came out.
And then when I heard that she was coming out with music, I'm like, why? Like.
Offset, that's why. I'm just gonna blame this on Offset.
You're gonna blame it on Offset?
Yeah. Well, Offset is having a kid with her, or already has a kid with her.
Nah, he already has one.
Already has a kid with her too.
But okay, going back to my list, Astro World. I was not expecting this from what's his name? Travis Scott. I was not expecting this from Travis Scott, because I remember listening to Days Before Rodeo. Mm-hmm. Rodeo was cool too. Days Before Rodeo I like better than Rodeo. But I was not expecting Astro World. This was just so atmospheric and just, it was dope. You guys ever heard it?
I listened to a little bit of it.
You listened to it?
No.
Of course you didn't. You don't listen to good music.
I only know like one song off of Astro World. And I think it's the song like.
I want to tell these people right now. So when we were having our whole Nicki Minaj argument, right? I said, yo, is it better than this? And I played a song off of Taboo by Brother Curry, Denzel Curry, and I played you Black Metal Terrorist. Remember that song was like, finish him, Zell. Finish him, Zell. I get in hell. Then it just out of nowhere, the beat switches up, then he just goes mad.
Yeah.
Tell the people what you thought of that song.
It was nice, though.
No, you got to use your word for nice. What's the other N word that you use?
It was neat.
It was neat. It was neat. That's what he said. This is neat. This man played Moment for Life like he got me. He looked at me. He's like, yeah, I got you now. I played Moment for Life. What you going to say? And I'm like, all right, cut that Black Metal Terrorist song. Man's like, damn, this is neat. This is neat.
Yo, if I played Your Love, I would have had something still.
You would have. I love that song, but that song wasn't even supposed to come out.
Really?
It wasn't even finished.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
Yeah. She only played it because people liked it. So she's like, all right, might as well just do a whole thing, make a music video for it. What's it called? Redemption by J-Rock, which I feel he's super underrated. And if this was a 2019 list, J-Rock would have been on this. Done know J-Rock would have been on this. Except for that track where Future's like, what was that? Like, who looked at him in the studio and said you could do some things with some of these artists? I look at and I'm like, who let you get away with this? who told you could go in the studio and you go
and you know damn well I won't let you do that.
No, like if I came in the studio, yo, Vintage, if I came in the studio, I'm like Bang. Like, you guys know what Chitty Chitty Bang is?
Nah,
That's from Herbie. Like, that's an old Disney movie. This guy was trying to get on Disney Plus before it came out. It's like, man, if I name dropped Chitty Bang, maybe they'll put me on Chitty Chitty Bang. Murder everything. Yay. Let me tell you about Ye. Even though I was not supposed to put another Kanye album on here, the reason why I put Ye is because this is the closest to like old school's Kanye I've heard this year, and after Jesus is King, he's done. Like I only like 2 songs off of that, which is just the beginning song and Follow God. But yeah, he's done. I'm not gonna hear anything. But Ye, this album, 7 tracks, amazing the entire way through. No News is Good News. Cause and Effect. Not the Hustle. Remember when I showed you that guy? Mm-hmm. He thought it was a New York artist, an LA artist. That's an LA artist.
This man had a New York bro.
He did. Yo, but last winter, Revenge of the Dreamers.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
2, not 3. Everybody thinks I'm gonna say 3. I actually like 2 better because I was banging 2 more than I was banging 3. Even though 3 is legendary, it's just me personally. Rapper Go to the League, 2 Chainz.
Oh yeah, 2 Chainz was on my list last time.
What did you say instead of Rapper Go to the League?
Based on a true story. That was a lit album. No,
that's when I hated 2 Chainz.
Yeah.
That's when I hated 2 Chainz. Cause like I said last time, you know what my favorite 2 Chainz song is?
What?
Give me get your money, little double bag boy. Back when he was Titty Boy. People didn't even know that.
I knew that.
But rap to Go to the League, you have the greatest person in basketball right now, our Lord and Savior, LeBron James, King James, and he executive produced this album. And the first track, yo, the sample on that, it's so good to feel love. Well. Like, yo, Regin. I'm like, yo, yes, I'm a threat. That was dope. Everything's for Sale Boogie. Again, if this was 2019 list, this would be one of the ones that are on the top of my list. Boogie is an amazing artist. I wish him all the best in this new year, in this new decade, and he's going to be the one to look out for. Just before I get to one of my other ones, I just want to say Better Off Dead by Flatbush Zombies. Again, very overlooked, very dope. And Immaculation. This was actually by Captain Murphy, but if you guys don't know, his real identity is Flying Lotus, who's a producer, and he did this. I wish he made more because Immaculation was dope. But I just want to quickly say RIP to some of the rappers that we lost in the 2010s. Don't say this,
the rapper that I'm thinking of this time, I'll actually be cheating.
I know.
I know. What is it?
Let me build up to it.
Okay.
Let me build up to it. Okay. So I have a Death Race for Love. So first and foremost, RIP Juice WRLD, RIP Mac Miller, RIP XXXTentacion, RIP. Oh my God, I feel so bad because Mailbox Money. You know who I'm talking about. Yeah. What's his name again?
Bro, I know who you're talking about, but don't remember his name.
LA rapper. Come on, this is bad.
I know what it is. I know
this is bad. He's one of my favorite artists, but it just slipped my mind.
And something Hustle.
Yeah, Nipsey Hussle. Yeah, RIP Nipsey Hussle. Sorry about that. And RIP Prodigy.
Got it this time.
I got it
this time.
And
actually, no, one more time. One more. He's not really an artist, but RIP John Witherspoon.
Oh yeah. Oh, definitely, man. Pops. Oh my gosh. Granddad. I don't know how Boondocks gonna do without them, but yeah, these are some great people that we lost this year, and others that I just don't remember off the top of my head, but definitely RIP. Now, let's get into something a little bit more fun. I want you to explain the reasons why all those are on your list instead of some other better songs.
So wait, am I gonna explain too?
Yeah, of course. Okay. You had like 2.
Well, I have 3 more now.
Yeah, man. So we already talked about the whole Nicki Minaj thing and why you chose that on there. I don't understand it, but please enlighten us. Let us know why you put the Carter 4 on your mixtape, on your top 5 albums of 2010, the whole 2010s.
First off, we're gonna start off with Nicki. The Pink Print, like Wayne signed her. She was on the Young Money project, and
The second one was trash.
It was trash. I'm not gonna lie. It was trash. The only song that I liked on there was Trophies from Drake.
That's the only song I know on there. They put Gutta Gutta on. I'm like, all right, I'm signing out. I'm signing out.
Gutta Gutta's part was trash.
Gutta Gutta is not really a good artist. He only has like a few good songs.
Don't you dare disrespect Gutta Gutta like
He's
that.
not a good artist.
He's Gutta Gutta. He put you under. You see him with him? No Stevie Wonder?
Yo, Corey Guns is shit too.
You know how many people you made mad just now?
Corey Guns is shit. He was on 6 foot, 7 foot. I don't even listen to his verse.
Yo.
And then
His verse wasn't bad.
It wasn't.
Nah.
You're just hating.
Oh, and on the mixtape too, Dedication 6. He was on a song.
Corey Guns. No.
He was shit.
Corey Guns had the best verse on that song.
No, he
Corey
was
Guns,
shit.
Oh, we're gonna fight. We're gonna fight.
On that
Listen,
song.
we're gonna fight. Here's why. I know what song you're referring to. The name escapes me right now. You want to do your Googles and see what song it is. But listen, I listened to that song. Corey Guns went off. This man was on fire. Listen, I don't know what he's talking about. You know who he is? See, in the early 2000s, for all you kids that don't know stuff about the early 2000s, there's a rapper called it just slipped my name. He was on
Was Let 'Em All In.
He was on G Unit.
Yo,
there was so many on G Unit.
Yo, bam.
He was like the second. He was the second rapper to 50. What's his name? I want to say Young Buck so bad.
No,
Young Buck
wasn't.
Was in G Unit though.
He was, but he wasn't.
What about Lloyd
Banks? You're the type of guy that says Lloyd Banks wasn't good.
He was good though.
He was. Corey Guns
good.
is good.
No, he's not.
Corey Guns is
shit.
good. No, he's not.
Shit.
Bridget, you were saying Nicki Minaj is a better rapper than Corey Guns.
Yes.
Get out of here.
He is.
All right, podcast is over, guys. We're done for the night. I see you later. Come on, man. Come on. Substantiate.
If Nicki actually put effort into her raps, she would be better than Corey Guns.
Doug, you hear yourself? That's like me as a teacher saying, yo, if he actually put effort in, he'd actually get an A, but she's getting a D right now.
Because Nicki Minaj only does pop songs.
But Cardi B ran her out of hip hop. How do you let Cardi B run you out of hip hop? She the Ja Rule of female rappers. You never want to be the Ja. She gonna be at a show. Like, I can't hear you. I guess not. Are you ready? I said, are you ready?
But anyways, Corey Guns is shit.
No, he's not.
Yes,
No,
he is.
Continue. No, he's not. We're gonna fight after this.
Anyways, the build up to Nicki Minaj's first album, it was neat, and that's why I actually appreciate the album.
I can see that. Now, here's my thing. The reason I didn't put on my list, there's so many other albums that did not make my list. JPEG Mafia, All My Heroes Are Cornballs. Who else? Like Open Mike Eagle, all his albums didn't make mine. Quale Chris, right? Guns, or even Being You Is Great. I Wish I Could Be You More Often. That was a dope album. Black Thought, Conception. He's looking at me right now like I'm speaking a different language. He does not know who these artists is.
I know about Black Thought because he told me about
I showed him. But yeah, like, I guess I listened to more music in the 2010s than you did.
Because in the 2010s, I was literally just looking for Wayne music.
I know you were.
And then when I was actually looking for other artists, I never really heard of the artist that you were talking about.
That's why he thought Nicki Minaj was so great. He's like, oh, female Wayne? This is amazing. I can't wait to hear what she has to say. All right, so I'm gonna get into some of my reasons. You have any others that you want to get into, or is that it? You're just gonna substantiate your Nicki Minaj and saying Corey Guns is bad, which you should get slapped for.
Is bad.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Anyways, the Carter
4 is bad.
Carter 4 is not bad.
Go ahead.
4 is not bad.
Go ahead.
I can listen to that entire album, but Corey Guns' part.
Go ahead. I want to hear this.
But anyways,
comment down below. Is Corey Guns bad?
He is bad. But anyways, the reason I actually have no reason for liking the Carter 4. I just do. Like,
exactly. No one has a reason for liking Carter 4 except for 6 foot, 7 foot. That's your only reason.
But yo, I listened to that entire album, and it was
I skipped 90% of the song.
It was amazing to me.
After 6 foot, 7 foot, what comes close to 6 foot, 7 foot?
6 foot, 7 foot.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Actually, no. Hold up. I'm just gonna show you all the songs that are on there.
Nothing.
Man's gonna say banana boat. Come, Mr.
Taliban,
Taliban, me banana.
Yo, so the intro was good.
All right.
Blunt blowing.
Right.
Blunt blowing could come close to 6 foot, 7 foot. I think so.
No.
No.
Do you listen to Blunt blowing, Nick?
Yeah.
I listened to it, but I would still play.
Dog, what's up with you saying everybody's govy, man? That's Ace God.
Because I just feel like he hasn't listened to it.
That's fine if you didn't listen to it, but why are you using everybody's govy? That's Ace God, Paris, Vintage.
I'm not even using your govy. I say Paris.
Yeah, that is technically my govy, so.
Anyway.
Blunt blowing. We got 6 foot, 7 foot. We got blunt blowing.
6 foot, 7 foot is not after blunt blowing. It's actually after Mega Man.
Okay. No, I was just saying that's the only 2 songs that you have that you can give us.
No, Mega Man's good. The fact that you said Mega Man is shit, that cheesed me. And
It's
then,
not good.
And then we got Nightmares of the Bottom. That was good to me.
That was okay.
She Will featuring Drake.
Anything featuring Drake is alright.
No. Wayne's verse was good.
Okay, let me ask you a question.
Like, all of Wayne's verses on that song was good.
Hell yeah, F it right. Who made that song? Drake or Lil Wayne?
Oh, fuck, it's Drake.
I would say
Drake
both.
or Lil Wayne?
I would say both.
No.
All my exes live in Texas like the George Strait, or they go to Georgia Strait where tuition is paid by some random nigga who... Come on, man. The only thing you remember Wayne for is him wearing a panda mask the entire video.
I completely forgot about
You know what this man said?
Actually, I forgot about that stuff.
You know what this man said in the video?
What?
I met a female dragon, had a fire conversation. You know how whack that is? Where are you meeting female dragons? Is this Dragon's Tail? Is this Dragon Ball Z? He's over here summoning Shenron. I met a female dragon. Have a fire conversation.
Yo, just because you say you met a female dragon doesn't mean that he actually meant that literally.
We know that.
What are you comparing a female dragon to? Why would you have to say female? You just say I met a dragon, had a fire conversation. But who calls a girl a dragon? You ever walk up to a fine woman and you've been like,
no.
Yo, dragon, what you saying?
We're not having this conversation right now.
Yo, dragon, let me talk to you. I had a fire conversation.
Actually, I can't even say how to hate because I already know what you're gonna say.
How to love?
No, how to hate. I already know what you're gonna say to that.
I know how to hate, how to love.
No, that's the song.
I know. I said I know how to hate, how to love because I don't like that song.
Anyways, Interlude featuring Tech 9.
Tech 9's dope.
Exactly. And then John.
But you don't listen to Tech 9.
I heard a few songs. I don't remember the name of the songs, but I know a few songs. John featuring Rick Ross.
Rick Ross is dope.
Exactly. Rick Ross is dope.
The album's not dope. The features could be dope. The album's not dope.
That's that. Abortion
is what should have happened to this record.
That was so reckless. That was so reckless.
This guy. This guy came out of nowhere and was like, yeah, abortion is what should happen to that record.
Listen, all I'm saying is Carter 1. Amazing. Carter 2.
Hold up. I have to finish the track list.
Pause.
I have to finish the track list. Don't be disrespectful.
Don't be
Don't be disrespectful.
All right, go ahead.
Don't
be disrespectful.
Go ahead.
So Special.
Garbage.
Featuring John Legend.
John Legend can only do so much.
How to Love. That was a good song.
Didn't you just hear me say I knew how to hate, how to love? No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was.
He over here talking about all these B words and hoes, and you're gonna out of nowhere. How to love. The video was dope.
Yeah, the video.
Because the story in the video was nice.
Yeah.
But Lil Wayne can't sing.
I know he can't sing, but the song.
That song
nice.
was mostly singing.
That song was nice.
It was him trying to strum a guitar the entire time.
Okay, Wayne.
What's a G string again?
Wayne wasn't strumming the guitar. It must have been someone else.
Listen, it was Lil Wayne. Ain't nobody have dirty dreads like he does. I'm kidding, Wayne. I love you. I'm hearing just a sound of wife beaters hitting skin.
Yo, fam. You try to sing too, don't you?
Huh?
You try to sing too, don't you?
I know I can't sing. It's just a joke when I do it. I know I can't sing. You're supposed to laugh. Lil Wayne did it seriously. You're not supposed to laugh at hello.
Anyways, President Carter.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It's good featuring Drake and Jadakiss.
It's bad featuring anybody.
I thought you said Drake makes the song.
Not
good.
this song. You can only do so much for Drake. Drake can only do so much.
Drake's verse on this was neat, though. I'm not gonna lie.
Feature Drake is the best type of Drake out there. There's
And then-
mixtape Wheezy and feature Drake.
And then there's outro featuring Bun B, Nas,
That's dope. Bun B is a dope feature.
and
on
then
anything.
some other guy.
And some other guy. That's
I don't.
Is that his name?
I don't.
some other guy. If yo, that guy's so disrespected right now. He knows who he is. He's listening to this podcast right now. He's like, some other guy. He's about to roll up to your house.
And hit the white beater.
What do you mean, some other guy?
And
Yeah,
then-
he has the wife beater on right now.
And then we got I Like the View. That was a good song. Mirror featuring Bruno Mars. Good song. Two Shots. Good song. And then Up and Away. Good song.
Up and Away is good, but I need 2 shots to finish this album. 2 shots of Ray and Nephew, man. No, this is not a good album.
It is. Though.
We're not having this argument on this podcast. We will have it on the next podcast, but we are not arguing this. Like, it is not a great album. It is good at best, mediocre on a good day, and just terrible, if I'm being honest. It's not good. It's not good.
Yo, fam, watch a Wayne fan see you on site and just pop you.
Dog, you're a Wayne fam. I see you're putting out your glizzy right now. no, vintage. No, stop. No, I'm sorry.
Yo, remember, niggas get shot for less. Niggas get shot for less.
What you say about Wayne? Wait, let me kiss Birdman. Okay.
Yo, this man's really trying to get
That's
clout.
so
This
disrespectful.
man's
No,
really-
wait. So here's a funny thing. So last podcast, well, not last podcast, but last time we tried to record this podcast, we were talking. And he had said that he does not like Young Thug because Young Thug calls people bae and boo. And I'm like, maybe that's just an Atlanta thing. Because where did you say they call people baby?
Louisiana.
Louisiana, they call people baby. So maybe that's the Atlanta thing, calls people bae and boo. That doesn't bother me. And he's like, no, they don't do that over there. He just says it. I'm like, well, Wayne kissed Birdman in the mouth. That's hypocritical of you not to like the fact that he calls people bae and boo. He's not kissing his brodies in the mouth.
Which one makes better songs? Wayne or Young
They both
Thug?
make good songs.
Nah,
and who has made good songs consistently in
Young Thug
the
doesn't
20s?
have good songs to me.
Does Barter 6?
Doesn't have no good songs to me.
Rich Gang?
No. Actually, no. Woo. Rich Gang, but he wasn't on the song, though.
Slime Season?
Tap Out. That's the only Rich Gang song I know.
Slime Season?
No.
Okay, come on.
No.
Come on.
No.
Come
You're
on.
just hating on the guy.
No. I don't like Young Thug. It might appear
Jeffrey?
It might appear as me hating, but I just don't like him. I don't like him.
No, that's you hating. That's you hating. You can't say that. It might appear like I'm hating, but I just don't like him. Why don't you like him? Because I don't like him. Is he a bad rapper? I just don't like him. Why? Because he breathes. Why is he breathing all that air for? He doesn't need that much oxygen. No, you listen, you don't like him because he reminds you too much of Wayne. And he's getting too much, like, congratulations for
it. He copied Wayne's entire...
But that's a lot of
every-
Wayne babies.
Did you like Panda? Did you like Panda? Well, he paused. He hesitated so heavy right there.
You can't say you don't because
It
we're
grew-
bumping that.
I grew into that though because
He hesitated so badly there. He liked Panda, but the reason that he won't say yes is because then he knows, and I know, that Designer is a Future clone. Tell me I'm lying.
he is a Future clone.
Okay, but you liked it.
I liked it after a while.
So then
'cause
why
it
don't you
grew
like?
onto
Why
me.
don't you like? Why don't you like? Because he does the same thing Young Thugs does, but he does it less, not as good. What?
Move on,
I have
move
won.
on, move on,
Paris
move on,
won.
move on,
Vintage
move on,
0.
move on, move on.
All right, here's something else I really want to talk about in the 2010s. There has seemed to be more attention on female artists. Are there any female artists from this era that you guys really thought were standout?
Eve. Eve's a good
In the
artist.
2010s.
She dropped an album. And like
What's the album called?
I don't
remember the name.
You see, that's
I
dead.
don't remember the name.
Anyway, we're
but
bigging up. We're bigging up people. So Eve.
Yeah.
I meant like artists that came out in the 2010s or like blew up in the 2010s. Eve is my girl, but she didn't really blow up in the 2010s.
Yeah, she didn't blow up.
She blew up with Gwen Stefani. All right, go ahead. You can.
You go
All right.
first.
Wow.
So, you have any?
Actually, no. I have to say one more, and then you can go.
All right, go ahead.
No Name Gypsy,
That's the one I was gonna pick, man. That's not fair. You had something interesting to say about No Name Gypsy last time. What were you saying about her quitting and people not liking that?
Oh no, she wasn't quitting. It's just the fact that like she doesn't like how white people. It's only white people, coming to her shows. She would like people like her coming to her shows, like black people.
And I just want to, like, I already explained this to him on the last show, but then it was all deleted. I'm so angry about this. But I'm just gonna say it one more time again so you guys can actually hear me when I say it. But the reason that I understand why she's feeling upset is because if you listen to No Name Gypsy's songs, it's a lot about what she's seeing, what's going on in her community, the black community, that's happening to these people of color, things like death. You look at songs like Casket Pretty. She's like, all my brothers is casket pretty. Ain't nobody sad in this happy city, right? It's talking about how like everybody is so destined for early casket so soon. It's all these things that she has to deal with. The guilt that she's racked with. It's talking about like abortion in the black community. It's talking about like everything that's going on in Chicago, in the black community, concerning death, concerning life, concerning how they live there. So it's geared towards a black audience. Now, when you have a message like that, you want people who that message is meant for, black people, to come out and listen to it. Then when you have, a bunch of white people, I'm not saying white people cannot enjoy material meant for black people, or white people cannot still take something away. It's like, are they taking away the proper thing? And then you have a lot of them that insist on saying the N-word while she's singing the song.
Just like Annie's friends.
Right? We're not going to say that. Cut that out. Cut that out. I'm not doing this. Cut that out. Cut that out. But yeah, saying nigga to her face, and it's like, I'm singing like about real people, about people who are dying, people who are bleeding. You call me a nigga to my face, I'd quit too. I'd quit too. I'd be like, nah, everybody get out. I'm going home. I'm going to sleep. No more music. And I'm actually really sad that I didn't get the opportunity to go to one of her shows, because she is one of my favorite artists. Rhapsody is also a dope artist. Layla's Wisdom was one of my favorite albums of this year. Sadly did not make my top 5, but it was one of my favorite albums that come out in the 2010s. Eve from her was also dope. Samus is a dope artist. I'm not gonna talk about Meg Thee Stallion. I personally don't like Meg Thee Stallion.
Yeah, I was gonna say her name, but I don't really like her music.
I think it's dope that there's more female artists, even if they're not as good. Hey, males have had the monopoly on mediocre music for all this time. Let some girls make some mediocre music, some music that I don't like. Why do I want to get a hate on the man? Let me hate on everybody. Let me hate on everybody. Nah, but like that's cool if that's the music that they like to make. Rico Nasty, I think that she's kind of cool. You have anybody?
I low-key thought she was a guy still. Like,
what?
No, just hearing the name. Just hearing the name, Rico Nasty, I thought it was a guy.
Which guy would call himself Rico Nasty?
There's a ton of guys that would call themselves Rico Nasty.
I don't want to hang out with the guys that you hang out with. I don't know any Rico Nasties. But
I got one, but she's not really hip-hop. She's been blown up for like a little bit.
Oh, we're going to talk about R&B.
Oh, well, she's not R&B either.
Okay, who is she?
Jada Kingdom.
Who's Jada Kingdom?
She's a reggae artist.
A reggae artist. Yo, if we're talking about reggae artists that blew up in the 2010s, can we talk about Coffee?
Ooh.
Tours. In the Brampton.
I don't really know about reggae artists like that.
Okay, you're lucky this is not a reggae podcast, or else I'd kick you out. Oh, big up Buju Banton, get free up in the 2010s. But so here's another thing that I want to kind of debate. You didn't hear this, but me and Vintage were talking about this. He had said that Keisha Shante would have been on his top 5 R&B artists of the 2010s. Do you think that's true, or do you think like nah?
Would have been?
Yeah.
For his top?
Is it Keisha Cole? Sorry, Keisha Cole. For R&B, would have been on
R&B.
Would have been on his top 5 for R&B. If we did a top 5 list for R&B for the 2010s, Keisha Cole would have been on there. I'm saying no.
Knowing him,
I'm saying
would
no.
have been on there.
I'm saying no. So explain yourself. Tell us why.
Unless you got songs on there like Enough of No Love featuring Lil Wayne. Okay. Got Zero featuring Meek Mill.
Just because Lil Wayne was on there.
Nice that. you got Missing Me.
Okay.
You got Trust and Believe. I showed you that song.
It was a dope song.
I showed you all 3 of those songs.
They were dope songs. But let me ask you something. Were they better than Caliuches?
You didn't even let me finish the track list.
You a killer.
You didn't even let me finish the
Yo,
track
I
list.
played this song for him. This man just looked at me. He's shaking his head and he's looking down. I said, what? He's like, yo, that piano chord is neat. Yo, that's neat. That's his catchphrase. It's neat, man. It's neat.
Well, Michael said when Vintage says that, it's a good song.
Man, yo, Vintage, when you have kids one day, they're going to give you like a picture or something. You're going to look at it. You're like, oh, this is good. They're going to be angry. They're gonna be like, damn, what's wrong? Daddy didn't say it was neat. He didn't say it was neat. You're going to look at another, oh, this is neat. But that's his seal of approval. Listen, he heard that Caliuches song. That entire album, Isolation, was neat.
Oh,
SZA?
Yo, Daniel Caesar?
Daniel Caesar? You're putting her over Daniel Caesar?
Daniel Caesar is gonna be on my list too.
Over The Weeknd? I forgot to say The Weeknd.
Oh shit, I forgot about The Weeknd too.
You forgot about The
I
Weeknd.
forgot about The Weeknd.
How disrespectful are you?
You forgot about him too.
I did, but not now. Not now. You know who The Weeknd is? The Weeknd is Michael Jackson reincarnated into this era. He's soft spoken.
Wait, what about Chris Brown though?
Chris Brown is like, his soul was so great that he had to split up into two. So Chris Brown was like the dance moves, and Weeknd was the voice. And then when they do the fusion dance, they become Michael Jackson. But yeah, like, I think there's too many great. Trey Songz is another great R&B artist.
I was about to say that too.
Usher. Come on, man. Come on. Jacquees.
Oh yeah.
Come on, man.
I forgot about him too.
Bryson Tiller. His first album, not his second. His second one wasn't as good, but his first album. Come on.
I remember when he was popping too.
Tory Lanez. I've said this and I'll say this till I'm blue in the face. If Tory Lanez and Drake were R&B artists, Tory Lanez would be better than Drake.
100%.
Tory Lanez would be better than Drake because the Chicks tape is better than any of Drake's singing songs. The Chicks tape 2, Chicks tape 3, Chicks tape 4, Chicks tape 5. I'm waiting on Chicks tape 6 right now.
So you're saying the Chicks tape is better than Armin's Room?
Yes.
Really, nigga?
Cause Drake makes moody music, and I could get behind that, but right? That's not better than I've been waiting for you to ride, so tonight you go ride it. And he has the samples all in there. No, Tory Lanez has a better voice than Drake. Can we all agree on that? Tory Lanez has a better voice than Drake. I need to hear a yes.
I can agree on that.
All right, thank you, church. Tory Lanez makes better R&B songs than Drake. Can I hear amen?
Amen.
Hallelujah. All right. I want you to tell me.
Amen to that.
Do you think? Okay, so we're gonna choose Drake's R&B album, right? That's his second.
Drake doesn't really have an R&B.
He has the second side of Scorpion, which technically his R&B album. That's what he said. He said the second side's R&B. We're gonna talk about Scorpion a little bit later, but the second side is R&B.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna compare that to the Chicks tape 2. That's my favorite Chicks tape. Who's winning? Tory.
I only listen to Tory like that.
No, did you listen to the Drake's Scorpion?
I listened to like some of the songs on there, but I didn't listen to like the entire album.
Did you listen to the Happy Birthday song?
No.
Do you know how bad that is? Happy Ratchet Birthday? Do you know how bad that is? It's a brrrr. It's a brrrr. You know how bad that is? It's your birthday. It's your birthday. He had Michael Jackson on it and it was bad. Michael Jackson was on that side of the tape and that was bad.
Yo, I didn't know Michael Jackson was on that song.
Not on that song particularly, but it was on that side of the album. It looked like they took a performance like that was rushed, because obviously he can't perform. He passed away. But it looked like they took a performance where he was rushed. And let me just talk about Scorpion for a second. Do you think Scorpion would have been better without the diss from what's his name? From Pusha T, or with the diss from Pusha T? Because he changed the album. He changed the album after that diss. So which album do you think would be better? Scorpion, if he never got dissed by Pusha T, or because he got dissed by Pusha T?
Actually, hold up. Before we even talk about that, Drake could have clapped back.
With what?
Drake could have clapped back.
With what? With
Bam,
what?
we were talking about this last podcast.
Listen. Let me say this. That's an if scenario. So basically what we were saying last podcast is he brought up a very interesting point. He had said that if the T that Drake was holding back was maybe something like one of Kim and Kanye's kids was actually with Kim and Drake, which that's not too far-fetched to me. I could believe that, and that would be detrimental to Kanye's career. That might even end Kanye's career, especially if it's like, yeah, like North is not yours. North is actually my kid. Like, what? That would send things ablaze. But let me ask you this: whenever have you been in a fight and you're like, I'm not gonna hit you because my owner had said not to hit you, even though your eye is bloody and your nose is broken? Come on now. I don't think he had any ammunition.
Yo, fam, it's like Jay-Z and Nas. Nas clapped back with Ether, and then Jay-Z had the takeover. The takeover is shit to me, to be honest. It's actually shit to me.
So first he said Corey Guns is garbage, and then he said the takeover, which was actually a really good diss song.
I listened to that diss, and I'm like, yo, this is shit.
Listen,
so many of the things that Nas said on Ether, yo, fam, it's like shooting explosive ammunition. Come on now.
Listen, I'm not going to say, I've always said that I think that Ether is a better song, but Takeover is a better diss. Takeover is the better diss. Because if you listen to the things that Jay-Z's saying, I feel like Jay-Z had sex with Nas's wife. Because if you hear what he says, and just the things, listen to Takeover again, but I want to talk about this. Listen, Pusha T said something that everybody already knew. Drake does not get his songs does not write his own song. Someone else writes it for him. Right? Then Drake, he wanted to puff up his chest. He wanted to say, oh, you know, I got a body from Meek Mill, so let me go get Pusha T's body. Pusha T was the wrong one. Duppy Freestyle, I wasn't expecting that. When he hit that Duppy Freestyle, I thought he sunned Pusha T. I said, oh, damn, is someone about to beat Pusha T? And you know what happened? Story of Adidon. This man said drug dealing aside. Man said ghostwriting aside. This is about your kid, about your pride. Come on, my guy. He could have not said anything for the whole track, and I've been like, God damn, I gotta dissect that for a second. I gotta break that down. Like, what more could he have said? And that's the funny thing. He could have talked about Kanye, and even if what we're saying is true, and one of Kanye's kids is actually Drake's, which, again, that's totally speculation. But if that was even true, what does that do to Pusha T?
That's nothing.
Nothing. Because Pusha T tells you everything. What can you do to Pusha T? The man said, 4666. He's dying in the 666, making fun of it. And then the man gets on. Did you see the LeBron James podcast? The podcast that Drake had with LeBron James and the other my dude. And Drake's like, yo, man, there's a line that you don't cross. You know, man's will get clapped for that. You don't do that. You know, I studied battle rap, and I know there's things that you listen. If you study battle rap, you know that Tupac himself said, "That's why I effed your wife, you fat." Like, I'm 120 pounds. If anybody said that to me, I'd have fight them. I'd have fought them right there. Right? So there are no rules. There are no rules.
Yo, I actually have a question for you still.
Yeah.
Do you think Biggie could clap back to that?
Yeah. Yeah. I do believe. I feel that Biggie, lyrically, Biggie's a better rapper than Tupac. Tupac, however, I connect on a deeper level with, because it's what he's saying and how he says it. Biggie, if we're just talking about like just the engineering side, the mechanical part of hip hop, he has that better than Tupac. But yeah, if Biggie, I don't think Biggie had dirt on Tupac like that.
Damn, they chilled around each other like all the time.
Yeah, sure, but just because you chill around somebody doesn't mean you're really looking for stuff. The man went out of his way to have sex with the man's wife. Like, that's all the dirt he needed.
But he didn't actually have sex with his wife.
Yeah, he did.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, he did.
Yo, his wife literally said that he didn't have sex with
So
her.
if you are Biggie's wife and you had sex with a man who is now dead,
yo, bam.
Are you going to tell people that you did it?
Yo. Wanna know what Tupac did?
What?
He just tried to make it look like he had...
No, listen.
He literally just tried to make it look
Brethren,
like he had sex with...
Brethren, I don't know where you're getting this information from. This man watched the Biggie movie and he's like, nah, this is totally facts. No, he did. He did have sex with her.
Nah, I don't believe that.
He did.
I don't believe
he
that.
Did.
He did.
He 100% did. What point does he have to lie? Why would he? That's the biggest thing in that diss song. Why would he say that if that was a lie?
Because why not?
Because then all Biggie would have to say is, no, you didn't on the diss track. And yeah, he wins. All he has to say is, no, you didn't. Why are you lying for? Then he brings up the fact that Tupac is claiming LA even though he was born in New York. He bring up the fact
that's what Biggie could have said on the track.
He could have bring up the fact that his mom was this and that, but Biggie didn't. Do you know why? When someone has sex with your wife, there's nothing you can say. There's nothing you can say. We're supposed to be talking about the 2010s, and we're talking about the 1990s.
And Vintage wants to bring it back in time.
He wants to bring it back in time like this is a time capsule episode. Listen, yes, he did. Takeover is a better diss record than Ether. Corey Guns is good.
No, it's not. He shit.
Oh my goodness.
He shit.
So, okay, wait. Who are your top 5 rappers of this year, of 2010, of the 2010s? Who are your top 5? Who are your top 5? I need to hear this.
I'm not making that top 5.
Just give me some names. Just give me some names. It doesn't have to be 5. Just give me some names other than Lil Wayne, because I know you're putting Wayne there, and I don't think he should be there. But anyway, continue.
Davies.
Okay. Come on, you got this.
Hold up.
Man said David. Man's like, I gotta look at the phone now.
I have to look at.
How about you, man? Who you saying for 2010s? You
2010s.
rappers. Just give me just rappers.
Shy Glizzy's 5.
Okay, I know Shy Glizzy's up there.
What about Yo Gotti?
Did you just? Do you just? Oh my goodness! Nah.
He's more of a trap.
It doesn't matter if you trap. It doesn't matter if you trap.
It's rapper.
Did you actually put? Yo Gotti? You just told me to my face. Corey Guns.
I wanted to know what you think about Yo Gotti.
Then you just asked me what you think about Yo Gotti. You don't say he's in your top. What kind of craziness is that? This man said, listen.
Yo, what do you think about him though?
I don't like him. He's not good. He's very bad.
He has a few good tracks.
Like what? Like what?
You can get it on.
Like no, it's not a good track.
That is a good track.
No, it's not.
It's more like okay.
No, it's not. I would not listen to that in a strip club. I guarantee you. I guarantee you. I listened to the Mr. Rogers theme song before I listened to that song in the strip club. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood, a wonderful day in the... You damn right it is. No, man. No. When you have Joey Badass...
I can name a shitty rapper.
Who?
And he could be better than Corey Guns.
Who?
Corey...
Who? Name one. Corey Guns. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, Corey Guns.
Yeah, who? Name one. Please. Like, we're gonna fight after this, but as soon as the mics go off, we're gonna have like a 3-round bout, and I'll like send you guys an Instagram picture who the winner is, because this is really cheesing me right now.
Ludacris.
In the 2010s.
Ludacris had some good songs in the 2010s.
Ludacris overall is a better rapper, but if I'm only taking, like when I say in the 2010s, I'm saying forget everything they released in the times before. Forget everything they've done in the times before.
I'm talking about the music in the 2010s.
Yeah, and just focus on what they said in the 2010s. Okay? Because if you're going to say my chick bad and I know what them girls like, it's better than...
Yo, Universal. Ludaversal. That was the album that he dropped in 2015.
I didn't listen to that. I'll be real.
I listened to that and he was spitting harder bars than
Corey Guns. Ludacris is dope. Don't get me wrong. Ludacris is dope. But you saying like shitty rapper? Lil B? So you're putting Lil B over Corey Guns?
Lil B?
Yeah, the bass god. You're putting swag, I'm Caillou. I swag like Caillou.
I don't know about Lil B.
So then you don't even have the catalog to even say that. We should turn this podcast off right now. What do you mean? Come on, man. You saying Machine Gun Kelly?
Yes.
I hate Machine
Gun Kelly.
I hate Machine Gun Kelly.
Whoa.
I hate Machine Gun Kelly.
He would be better
Machine Gun Kelly.
Machine Gun Kelly's ass.
Is ass.
Bam, he's a clone of Eminem.
No, he's not.
Yo,
don't ever say that. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. I'm a Wild Boy does not sound like anything that Eminem did. You're one of those people that sees a white rapper and like, he must be like Eminem. Lil Dicky's like Eminem too, isn't he? Then Mac Miller's like Eminem too.
No. Relax.
All right. Relax. Machine Gun Kelly is not like Eminem because Rap Devil was trash. Anybody who thinks Rap Devil was good, it was not. Your beard's weird. That's how you start a diss track? How do you start a diss track? Your beard is weird. And then you bring up the man's daughter on the track. You know what that means for execution. Who listens to Machine Gun Kelly now? I seen the man on what's it called? Catfish. I seen the man on Catfish after Eminem dissed him because that's all he could do. No one wants to see him in concert.
He was on Catfish?
Yeah, he was on Catfish. The man was on Bird Box too.
No way.
He was in Bird Box. Yeah.
His career went that down?
Yo, I'm telling you, Machine Gun Kelly is not a good rapper. He is not good.
He's better than Corey Guns.
Who are you?
He's better than Corey Guns.
No, he's not.
No, he's not.
Yo, I need to kick you in the face, man. Like, yo, you're cheesing me.
Come on.
You're cheesing me. Cardi B is better than Machine Gun Kelly. I will bump every single Cardi B song 120 times before I bump one Machine Gun Kelly song. I guarantee you. Expeditiously.
I'd rather listen to Machine Gun Kelly than Corey Guns. I'm being honest.
I don't like you. I don't like you anymore. We're not friends anymore. We're not friends. After this podcast, I say, yo, this is my number.
I'm being honest, man.
Yo, okay.
Corey Guns is just that shit to me.
Name a bad bar that Corey Guns spat.
Fam, the whole entire book.
Name a bar. If it's a whole verse, name a bar.
I don't even know the lyrics.
I know some bad bars. How about this? And I walked up to that big butt and I told that ass, but what? Wow. Who's that?
That's Wayne.
Who's that?
That's Wayne. But Corey, yo,
is that a good bar? Is that a good bar?
Yo.
I walked up to that big ass and I told that ass, but what?
Hold up.
I took an owl out the tree and I said, who but me?
Yo, hold up. I was introduced to Corey Guns by Lil Wayne on 6 Foot 7 Foot.
Yeah.
I listened to that whole song and it was shit. I tried listening to his other songs, they were garbage to me. That's just.
But let me ask you something.
That's my opinion.
The Lil Wayne version of 6 Foot 7 Foot is not even the best version of that song.
You mean that's not the best version of the song?
Because Vybz Kartel has a version that's way better than his version. Vybz Kartel's version is. I'd rather listen to that. Kendrick and Schoolboy Q, their version blows that version out the wall. I didn't even know who Lil Wayne was after they spat on him. Cause he don't smoke crack. He sells it. But yeah, like you're over here. You like 6 Foot 7 Foot is not even the best not even the best version. And then you're putting him on this pedestal. Wayne has had terrible bars. He has a terrible stint. I'm not saying Corey Guns is the best rapper.
I'm not saying Wayne has the best bars. I'm just talking about that album specifically.
It was not good.
It was good.
It was not good. See,
everybody has their own opinion, okay?
Let me tell you this right now, guys. So the Lil Wayne argument between me and Vintage over here is like what the Jordan and LeBron argument is to regular people. One day, if we're ever in possession of nuclear weapons, don't ever make us argue about things because it's over. We're gonna press those buttons so quickly. All I'm saying is this. We argue over Lil Wayne all the time. We cannot see eye to eye on Lil Wayne. I like Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne's really good. Carter 1, Carter 2, Carter 3, that other Carter, and Carter 5 are really good. I
really said that other Carter.
Even you're not even talking about one of his best projects. I would say his best project this like entire thing, which was what's it called? Dedication 6.
That was his best project?
That was his best project.
Really?
Yes. What's better than Dedication 6?
Dedication 4?
I would still say in 2010s.
That is 2010s.
It is?
Yeah.
Okay, Dedication 4. Dedication 4.
Dedication 5 is alright.
Or even what's it called? Sorry for the Wait. The first one, not the second one. The second one was garbage.
The second one had a few tracks on there that I liked.
Coco Remix was terrible.
Yeah, Coco Remix was terrible. Before Drake dropped Used To, I actually heard Used To on Sorry for the Wait too.
You did?
Yeah, I heard it on Sorry for the Wait too.
See.
And then there was No Type.
I don't got no type.
Hold up. I don't.
What happened to Ray Shremmer? Because what's the other guy? Who's the guy in Ray Shremmer that did the track with French Montana?
To be honest with you, I wouldn't even be able to remember.
See,
French Montana fell off for me.
Yo, the mac and cheese was dope though.
Oh.
Mac and cheese was dope. But yeah, like a lot of these artists that I predicted not to make it through the decade didn't. But some artists did. Some artists being 6ix9ine.
6ix9ine lasted a long time.
Are we going to talk about the 6ix9ine thing?
Actually, hold up.
Hold
up. Because we already know each other's opinions, but I want to know what Nick thinks about it.
What's your opinion on the 6ix9ine thing?
How do you feel about him snitching?
You know how I am, Michael. You know what? Snitches get stitches. But in his situation, it's either life or I snitch and then I go back on the streets and I might get clapped. I'm not snitching.
Okay, so with the whole 6ix9ine situation, for me personally, I'm not a street person. I don't involve myself with that life.
You're from the hood. What do you mean you're not a street
I mean,
person?
I was, but the hood was like on the other side of the subway tracks from where I lived. I don't claim it. I would never claim it because that was never my life, right? So, Scarborough Bob VP. But he was in that life. He knew the rules, and especially like his music. I wonder what he's going to say because apparently he has like a $10 million deal or something crazy like that. When he comes out, is he going to continue letting people think that he's this hard gangster when everybody knows now he's not? If he does that, is it going to sell? Because nobody's going to go for that anymore. Like, what is he going to do now? He has nothing to fall back on. It's not like he was a lyrically interesting rapper.
No,
he just had a lot of energy. He said the N-word a bunch of times, and he claimed that he was in the Bloods. Yeah. So I don't know what he's going to talk about once he gets out. Number two, like, Doug, you should not have been this stupid. You knew exactly what happens in your situation. You chose to do what you did. Now you got to deal with the consequences. Like, I'm just happy it's not me up there. I would never put myself in the situation to even be up there. So that's all I can say.
Yo,
I hope everything works out for him.
But to be honest, if I was in a situation, I would snitch. To be honest, I would snitch, and then when I come out, I would stay low.
We know you would snitch.
Yo, I'm not from the streets, so it's just like.
You'd been like, this person did this person did that. I could tell you what he ordered at Subway. He had a large number 3. He had 2 number 2s.
He had a number 4
and 6 number 5s. he got back exactly $3.75 change. You be telling the memes were hilarious though. That's one thing I give 6ix9ine, and one thing that I'm happy for this entire situation. The memes were hilarious. I seen one.
That's why he stays so relevant though.
I seen one with like Spider-Man. And if you guys
I seen that one.
Just spoilers for Spider-Man Far From Home if you haven't seen it. Just letting you know, spoilers. So it's like Spider-Man takes off his mask and 6ix9ine's like, yeah, and Spider-Man's real name is Peter Parker. And Spider-Man's like, what the So I thought that was hilarious. But how do you guys feel like the internet and meme culture has affected music in the 2010s?
Yo, that helped out a lot of artists. That's why 6ix9ine stayed so relevant.
Do you think that's the reason 6ix9ine stayed, like, just even artists in general? Because even Drake, remember his whole Hotline Bling thing, and everybody, yo, the weed tennis one was funny. But I feel like the internet and hip hop has become like so interwoven with each other. It's like I'm expecting to see a meme from artists.
Yeah, like Drake's Hotline Bling one is always still being used, and they got 6ix9ine still being used, and then there's like a few other hip hop artists. Cause
6ix9ine had a few. 6ix9ine had the running one too.
Yeah, that one was around for a long
You see
time.
that one where 6ix9ine was like running? He's like, oh, you guys think I'm slow because of how I was running, but really I'm fast. And he's like, he's running, and it shows him running, and the airplane, and airplanes over there, and then he's like next to a cheetah, and he's out running the cheetah. Like a lot of things have changed. Would you say that this era is the best era for hip hop, or
this era is the best era for hip hop because there's so much more communication going on through the internet?
No, I mean not for hip hop artists, but just for hip hop
in general.
In the medium, like hip hop. Like, do you think this is the best songs that we have gotten out of hip hop, the best albums we've gotten out of hip hop within these last 10 years compared to from 2000 to 2010 or from 1990 to 2000?
Ooh,
we're about to get murdered for this.
That's a hard one because a lot of good albums come out in the 90s.
The 90s were literally like the golden age of hip hop. So,
okay.
So it's really hard to.
You guys are gonna hate me, but I tend to disagree.
Well, no, I disagree too.
What do you mean you disagree?
The reason I disagree, I would say, because I was born in '94. However,
yo, you guys forgot when Nas dropped "Hip Hop Is Dead," fam?
Yeah, but hip hop wasn't dead, and he didn't really say anything about hip hop being dead.
He actually did.
I listened to that song. He wasn't really saying a lot. He wasn't
that
saying
whole album.
Okay, the whole album, but that album wasn't really that great. Hip hop died with that album. But in the 2000s, like, that's when we got Kanye. That's when we got Eminem. That's when we got 50 Cent. That's when we got Ludacris. Like,
Yo, the beef between 50 and Nas, that was funny.
right? That's when we got Lupe Fiasco. You know how many artists?
You might hate me for this one, but Backstreet Boys was pretty good too.
Doug, we're talking about hip hop, and this guy said Backstreet Boys.
Well,
We're talking about hip hop, and this guy said Backstreet Boys. I am appalled, sir. I am appalled.
A lot of good things came over the 2000s, not just for hip hop.
But this is a hip hop podcast. We're not talking. We could talk about other things. Like what? Come on, man. Dunkaroos came out in the 2000s.
Yeah.
Yo, Pam, your phone is ringing.
Xbox came out in the 2000s, but I would argue that 2000s was one of the best decades for hip hop because it really tailored what we got this decade too. Because without Kanye, not a lot of artists that we have would not be the same in this decade. Without Wayne, technically Wayne was 90s, but he really went solos. Like he was Hot Boys in the 90s. He really went solos in the early 2000s.
Actually, that's not true.
Oh, okay. So
his first solo album came out in 1999.
Which was
The Block Is Hot. And
all right. Carter 1 came out.
And then the year, okay, I don't know when the first Carter came out.
All right, but it came out in the 2000s.
I think that was like 2005. I think.
All right, so I'm saying like when he established himself as an artist, like the Wayne that we know today.
Pause. I need to need a pause you right there. He was established from his first album. You know how much that sold?
I mean, the Wayne that we know today.
We're not talking about sales.
Was the Block Is Hot the same Wayne that we knew, that we know today?
Nah, it wasn't.
No, it wasn't.
Wayne developed a lot.
He did. That's why I'm saying it. Is the Block Is Hot the same Wayne that we know who influenced all these rappers? Okay, that's another thing. Who do you say had the biggest influence on this generation of music?
Lil Wayne.
How about you?
I feel like you're gonna say Jay-Z still.
I'm not gonna say Jay-Z.
Really?
No.
Actually, no. Never mind. You're gonna say that for like most relevant rapper.
But who do you think is the most?
I would have to say Wayne as well.
I'm gonna say Kanye. A lot of beats that are produced are Kanye-esque, with the sampling, with the sounds that they use. Chance the Rapper, Kanye. J. Cole to a degree, Kanye. Even Kendrick, Kanye. A lot of beat producers take a lot from Kanye. Even a lot of people like Pusha T is signed to Kanye. Kid Cudi is signed to Kanye.
to be honest, I was saying he was like the most influential. Yeah, that's what I said.
He has trouble with that word. It's okay. Continue.
I have trouble with a lot of words, but yeah.
Like specifically.
Shut the fuck up. but yeah, Wayne has influenced a lot of rappers. Since like the 1999. That's why I was mostly basing it off of artists, not like producers.
I'm basing it off of both because artists and producers, like production style in hip hop as a general, took a turn when Kanye came onto the scene. You seen less boom bap, right? The way people rapped and what people rapped about, because when Kanye beat out 50 Cent, that opened up a whole new lane for people to go into, because now we knew, because gangster rap was ruling, but when Kanye beat out 50 Cent, we knew that you didn't have to write about guns and all that stuff just to get airplay. You could write about something up that opened up.
We also knew that with Ja Rule as well.
But Ja Rule was still a part of the Thugs Need Love era. He still had that gangster persona. Kanye never had that.
That's true.
Yeah, I know that's true. Okay. And the second thing I would say is Drake. Drake is another very influential. Who do you say was the best rapper of the 2010s? And if you guys say anybody other than who I'm thinking of, I'm gonna punch you both in the stomach.
I feel like you're thinking of Kendrick or J. Cole.
You're damn right I'm thinking of Kendrick or J. Cole. So who? No, I don't want to hear dead air. You better give me an answer. Come on now.
I mean, Kendrick already said it. Like, if I'm not the best rapper, you're fucking lying.
And
it's freaking.
I would say,
you got me there.
If we're looking at albums, if we are looking at lyrical ability, if we're looking at flow, if we're looking at creativity all around, J. Cole is my favorite rapper of the 2010s. Well, maybe Isaiah Rashad. But if we're looking all across the board, Kendrick Lamar has everything in spades. You could say, oh, you're a Kendrick stan. Oh, you're this and that. Oh, it's actually... No, it's not. Stop it. Get some help. It's not Future. Get some help. It's not Migos. Get some help. Stop. Culture was good.
Culture was good.
Culture was good.
But they're all about that old.
Yo, I like the him like when I first heard Migos Cross Country. Young rich nigga.
The first time I heard Migos was on Versace. And then
Versace.
I literally didn't even know it was on Migos.
I thought it was Drake that made that song, but Drake just came on the feature.
Drake didn't make that song?
No.
Huh? No, Migos made that. Migos was the original makers of that song, and then Drake came on the feature. He did the remix.
Oh.
Yeah. See, I'm teaching you some musical history in this ignorant
Even
ass
I knew
podcast.
that.
I didn't know that. I thought Drake made the song, and then Migos was just a feature.
Nah, man.
No.
Migos Hannah Montana was dope. I remember listening
Hannah
to that.
Montana
That
was
was one of the dumbest songs I loved. Hannah Montana, Hannah Montana, Hannah Montana, Hannah Montana. I got money. I got white. I got. I was like,
And you know what's funny too? Like even they're very influential too.
Yeah.
Their style, like a lot of rappers.
You remember when they're like, "Oh, we're the best group of all time," and people are like, "Oh, how are you gonna say that? What about the Beatles? What about
Run DMC?"
Nah, man, that's what you're supposed to say. That's what you're supposed to say. I'm not
So
supposed
when
to.
he said that, he meant like hip hop group specifically. He didn't mean like of all time.
But yeah, even in hip hop groups, that's what you're supposed to say. That's what you're supposed to. I don't have any hate. You know, I didn't like all the rappers that are coming up and being like, "Oh, Tupac's overrated." How is Tupac overrated? How is one of the most influential like entities in hip hop overrated? That's like me saying Martin Luther King is overrated for black people. That's stupid. That's so stupid if I said that. Like, no, Tupac is... I could understand if you said you don't like him. I don't like the Beastie Boys. Right? But I would never say the Beastie Boys over... Because they had their place in hip-hop.
Yeah, that's why I meant
Right?
the Beastie Boys.
You know, who is your most hated hip-hop artist of the 2010s?
Most hated?
I can easily
Blueface.
tell you.
Blueface.
Blueface is mine.
Blueface. I don't like anything that Blueface does.
For me, it's Blueface.
You already know one of the artists I'm gonna say.
Corey Guns?
That wasn't it actually. That wasn't it actually. It was actually going to be Young Thug. And
That's
then,
disrespectful.
And then Blueface. There's a lot of artists I don't like. But
There's a lot of artists that I don't like.
I can't remember the names
At
at the
least say
moment.
two.
Yeah, he said
That's all you need.
he said Corey Guns and Corey Guns.
No, I said Young Thug and Blueface.
Okay, I don't like Blueface and I don't like what's it? D-Rose, Young Pump or Lil Pump.
Oh yeah,
Lil Pump.
Lil Pump.
I don't like Lil Pump. The reason I don't like Lil Pump is because he's so lazy with his rhyming, and then people boost him up like, "Oh my gosh, he's doing something that's like so transcendent." No, he's not. He's saying this literally the same word over and over again.
And he's just mumbling.
You know who I actually do like?
Who?
Trippie Redd. I was not expecting
Really?
that. Yeah, man. Love Letter to You. Take you to the bang. I like that. I'm not gonna lie. I like that.
I didn't think you like him.
I didn't think I like him either.
Wanna know what's funny?
Who? What?
Like, back in high school when Kodak first came out.
This man said back in high school when Kodak first came out. Wow, you're really showing your age, though.
Yeah, like
You're a young boy.
when he first came out, like with like that. There's another track before that, but the first track that I heard was like that, and then I didn't like him. I was so cheesed. Like, why does everybody like this song? Why is everybody listening to this song? And then now that I'm out of high school, I'm listening to him more, and I actually like the song.
You know what? Just to piggyback off what you said, you know who that was for me?
Who?
Waka Flocka Flame. I hated Waka
How
Flocka
do
Flame
you hate him?
in high school. I hated because I was the type of guy. I'm like, yo, if you're not Lupe Fiasco, I don't like you. if you're not like that super, I'm a lyrical spiritual miracle, I didn't like you. When I heard Waka, I'm like, nah, I don't like this. As soon as I came out of high school, I don't know what happened, but I was at a party.
Bam, you grew your dreads out.
And all I heard was dun 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 dun. Waka Waka Brick Squad.
Yo, when he does that was lit.
Yo, this man could be like Waka Mile in my shoe, Waka old lady to a car, and it'd be dope. Like Hard in the Paint. What's it called? Wakavelli 2.0. All those were dope. You know who else too? Gucci Mane. Gucci, especially when this man came out of jail. Let me know the chain with the V cut. Love it. Love it. I don't know what happened to me. I do not know what happened to me. But have you ever heard No Flockin' by
Waka
Kodak?
Flocka.
Kodak.
Oh. Why was I thinking that was a Waka Flocka song?
I don't know.
Because
Man.
it sounds like a Waka Flocka.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah.
Okay,
it
No
actually
Flockin'.
does.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
Waka
actually
Flocka,
does.
No Flockin'.
But
that was a
I
track that.
I don't think I listened to that song.
that you know Cardi B. That's a track that she stole from.
Yeah, I know that.
Really?
Yeah. I got old head spazzing on the ends.
Oh wait, yeah. I listened to
Kodak.
that song still.
That song is. I listened to that song. I'm like, okay, maybe Kodak's not bad. Maybe he's not that bad.
Yo, Rolling Peace. That was the new song.
Yo, listen. So back in the day, I was doing a podcast called I forgot what it's called, but Into the Traplands. It's called Into the Traplands, and basically it was where I'd review trap and mumble rap albums, and Rolling Peace was one of them. I liked Rolling Peace, the
You
song.
like Rolling Peace?
With XX Tentacion, yes. XX Tentacion's one of my favorite, like, newer artists. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I disagree with you.
Spotlighter, moonlighter, girl, get your trip and get your moonlighter. Spotlighter. Like, of the young boys, or the super young boys, and that era rap,
Yo,
then yeah.
one rapper that I like in this era of rap was G Herbo.
G Herbo was good. I listened to, what's it called? Something Beast. I forgot what his album was called. But the first song, I'm like, yo, all praise Jesus, man. Because this instrumental was slapping. Oh my God, the instrumental was slapping. The lyrics were slapping. The only thing I didn't like is some of the songs, he was so offbeat. He reminded me of Blueface the way he was offbeat. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I remember I was driving in the car with my brethren and they're like, yo, Blueface is so nice. I'm like, no, he's not. They played and it's like, put it down. I'm like, yo, do you hear this man? He's like, the beat's over here and he's all the way on the other side of the building. Like, this guy's off. This man's like, I fuck a lot. They call me fucker. I'm like, are you serious? That's a bar to you? Oh my goodness. Oh my
Yo, every
goodness.
time you say that, that has me dying.
Yeah, you know what was a good bar? It was by Be Well.
Mm-hmm.
So Busted Tatiana on my blue sheets. That is a good bar.
That's a good part.
Busted Tatiana on my blue sheets. That was dope. But anything Blueface has done is no. Man has a thing tattooed on the side of his face. I should slap him.
I feel like if I go up to him and lick my thumb, I'll wipe it off.
I feel like it's gonna be a 6ix9ine situation with him too, but no one's gonna be surprised. Cause he doesn't strike me as a person. That dude. I'm not saying that he's not, but all I'm saying is, to me, after 6ix9ine came out, I feel like we're about to find out a lot more of these people are fake in the 2020s. You know who we didn't talk about?
Who?
Boogie. Boogie is dope. Not A Boogie.
A Boogie's dope though.
No.
He is though.
No,
Yeah.
he's not.
He is.
He can't. He sings, but he can't sing. That's what I don't like. A lot of these rappers that came out in this era, they sing, but they cannot sing. And then people are like, oh, this is so dope. They're crooning. If I came and I'm like, oh, I got these voices in my head. Oh. If y'all didn't say that's dope, I'm gonna be mad at you. Cause y'all think, hey Boogie, I go hard, yeah. You guys think that's dope?
It's not as
Yeah. Oh, you guys think that's dope?
It's not as dope, just like Nick said, because they do it better.
No, he doesn't though. That's the thing. He actually sounds like a shower singer. He sounds like a shower. He sounds like he's just going hard in it. Like his studio's in his shower,
hold up,
and he's going hard.
Hold up. You know how T-Pain said like people are trying to be him?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's literally like that's people like.
But T-Pain can sing without auto-tune. Cut A Boogie's auto-tune off. What happens? A tragedy. Come on, man. Am I lying? Cut half of their auto-tune off. What happens? They can't sing. They can't rap.
That's true.
I'm not judging because I learned, like, yo, music is for different things. Like I said before, I listen to a lot of heavy metal, right? Mm-hmm. I don't listen to Cannibal Corpse. I showed them a Cannibal Corpse song. They're literally like,
Yo, that song cheesy. Cause yo, we're listening to the song. I'm like, yo, what's this man saying? We pull up the lyrics and this man's actually saying real shit.
Yeah, man's talking about, oh, you can't trust your friends because they'll stab you behind the back, but you always have to have your own head and walk with your head held up high, some stuff. But he sounds like, I don't listen to that for the lyrics. obviously. Right? I listen to it for different things, so I don't mind when people are like, yo, I like Blueface because of whatever, right? Yeah, go ahead. Females like Cardi B because Cardi B makes them feel type of way. I remember I was sitting on the bus with this little dude, and he's like, yo, you know why I think girls like Cardi B? I said, why? He's like, it's the same reason that we guys liked 50 Cent, because she makes them feel like a gangster when they're listening to that music. And I'm like, that makes a whole lot of sense.
Cause 50 came out with "Get Rich or Die Trying." That was a
and she
banger
came out
album.
and she came out with "Little Itch, you can't F with me if you wanted to. This is expensive. This is red bottom. This is bloody shoe." And yo, you watch girls when they rap that. They'll get all up in your face like you're their man or something, and they're cussing you off. Like, yo, that's their energy.
And I know that for a fact because my girl does that to me all the time.
Like Lizzo's another one. I sing Lizzo. I like Lizzo. Right? Why men great till they gotta be great? Took a DNA test. Turns out I'm 100% that chick. Like, watch a girl's face when she sings that shit. Her eyes are popping out her head and everything. So I think that's why people listen to that music, which I don't mind, man. You listen to music for whatever reason, but don't come here and try to tell me that it's amazing or it's revolutionary. It's not. It's not revolutionary. It's not amazing.
But some of the songs are neat though.
Yeah, good, not neat. They don't deserve neat.
Some of the songs deserve neat.
Like
though.
what? Like what? What A Boogie album can you tell me to listen to?
No, I don't listen to A Boogie.
You know why?
I listening
to an A Boogie album is like reading a Dr. Seuss chapter book. There is no point. There is no point. Dr. Seuss is dope when you take it in little doses. If you said, yo, listen to this one A Boogie song, I'd probably like it, right? But if you told me read a Dr. Seuss book, A Cat in the Hat with a bat and a rat and a muskrat coming back, I'm not gonna like that for a whole 500 pages. Right? I want to read Harry Potter. I'm a grown boy.
Books is not even that long though.
That's what I'm saying. If it was a chapter book, my dude, I don't want to hear that. I don't want to see the Adventures of Cat in the Hat for a whole. It's like what's it called? What's his name? 21 Savage. Issa, the first album he did, Issa, he had a 20-minute song. I said, why do I have to listen for anything that this man has to say for 20 minutes?
I maybe listen to that for 2 minutes.
There is no reason that you should have a 20-minute song. He should listen. His manager should come up to him and say, "You're only allowed to have 7 tracks, 2 minutes each track. That's it. That's it." Bank Account was dope though. Bank Account was Lil Wayne. Man said, "I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 bank accounts and a main account with insane amounts." Yo, I'm like, damn, Wayne is back. I'm so happy. When Wayne got off that lean, Wayne became a better rapper. Oh my goodness. When Eminem got off that stuff, he became a worse rapper, but I still love you. I still love you, Em. Your beard is weird, by the way. I still love you, though. Alright, man.
Hold on.
Alright, so we had this long conversation and we completely forgot a chance to give Nick to say his top 5 artists. So please, the floor is yours.
Again, mine is Shy Glizzy.
Of course.
You know why?
Yes, because you play that song all the time.
That one song, Funeral, and then anytime we're in the car, I always play his album.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have Kevin Gates.
Dope.
And you know why I listened to his older tracks from 2012 and 2014.
Yeah. Kevin Gates. There's a bunch of songs from Kevin Gates that I loved. I Don't Get Tired.
Oh, yeah.
What's that song? Out my window, I see everything I dream about and wish I had. I got 2 phones. Like,
yo, that song was nice though.
you know, it's one song artist that we forgot about.
What?
That was like great for like a year, then he disappeared. Fetty Wap.
Fetty Wap disappeared
Quick. Like, this man had one fire album, and then he
disappeared and never came back.
Never. Well, he was on a couple of like features.
Nah,
he
I
was
never heard
around like once or twice.
He was on what's his name? He was on 6ix9ine's feature.
Really?
Yeah.
What song is that?
I think it's called like Kika, or it's like 6ix9ine always has weird names for his
Nicki Minaj was on Kiki, I'm pretty sure.
No, not Kiki. And it was Fifi that she was on. He was on Kika. No, he was on Kiki.
What? Really?
She was on Fifi He was on Kiki.
I'm pretty sure Nikki was on Kiki.
No, he was on. She was on Fifi.
Oh.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah,
it's confusing.
He just has stupid names on the album. He has stupid names on the album. Let's be honest.
I don't even know what those names are. I think it just sounds. I think it's when he's laughing. Hey, Kiki. Oh, that's a dope name. Yeah, but Fetty Wap just disappeared. Sorry, continue. Who are your other?
For second or third right now. Ooh, this is gonna be a weird hard one.
Talk louder, fam.
I see the stress in his eye right now.
Okay, Tory Lanez has to go third.
Tory Lanez
has to go third.
I wish I could put him on my list. Tory Lanez is dope, man. Big up Brampton.
Who's the second though?
Ego.
Oh.
So I know who's number one.
Okay.
I know who's number one.
It's you, St.parris.
St.parris is number one. Make sure you check out Inner Space on Spotify, Apple Music. It's a shameless promotion. Okay, so now that we're getting to the fact that I am a rapper, what is your favorite show that we've been throughout these years? 2010s.
I wish I came to the show when you guys were at the strip club.
That wasn't even a show. That was a mistake.
What do you mean that was a mistake?
So we were trying to go to a show that we thought we had scheduled.
Not me. I'm not in this. I'm a man of the Lord. I was not in this. Don't put my name in this conversation.
Parris thought we had a show at Dakota Tavern, and we went there, but we were a month early.
What? You guys were a month early.
It was my fault. This next part I was not involved in.
And then after Rochelle suggested that we go to the strip club, so we went.
I was not involved in this. I don't know what these people are talking about. I'm a good, holy person. You know, no, I was in bed by 11 o'clock that night. Actually,
Why you lying? Why you lying?
My favorite show that I went. What? I can't bring you anywhere, man.
How did you guys come to a show a month early?
No, because I got the dates mixed up because the guy gave me the mixed up dates.
Yeah.
So since we're talking about us now, my favorite show that we have been to was actually the first one where we actually had to get an Airbnb in order to stay there.
We had in Toronto.
Yes. Where was it? It was the Underground or something like that.
No. It's at the tip of my tongue.
Okay, so when he remembers that, so basically this is like the first show that we're doing like way out of town. We had to stay over at the Airbnb for a night. It was really cool, and I was just thinking about how far we came within the couple years that we started doing this, and then the show itself was dope. A lot of high energy, funny story actually. So
wait, isn't that the show that you met your girl?
Yes, that was the show. That was the show where I met my girlfriend. So funny story actually. So we were doing our set, and before me and Ego were about to go on to do our individual sets, there was a burlesque dancer that was supposed to go on before us. But this genius over here, Ace, our manager, he said, let her go on the same time. So I'm doing my set. I'm having such a great time, and I'm doing my performance. I didn't even think to turn back because the last time I remember she had like all her clothes on and stuff.
The hideout. That's
what it was called. But she had her clothes on and stuff. So I'm jumping off the stage. I'm getting up and I'm doing all these things, and I didn't even notice some of the stuff that she did. So we came back the next day, had a good time. We were having our fun, and then I have my sister on Instagram on my artist page, and I guess she showed my mom the video, and my mom's like, Paris. That's not my real name. That's not what she said, but Paris. I said, yeah, mom. She said, oh, what is? I said, what? So apparently the burlesque dancer had taken off her top right behind me, and I didn't even notice it because I was so engaged with the audience the entire time. She said, oh, this what you do? You go to show and you jump off stage and with naked woman on stage. Caribbean parents. So that was hilarious and that was fun. And then just the entire experience, me meeting a lot of new people, and then other artists that I really respect in the industry. And then also when we threw our own.
Well, that was the new era.
Yeah, the new era show that we threw. I thought that was dope. They're probably like, yo, we came here to listen to you guys talk about other rappers. Why are you talking about yourself? We don't care. Yeah, man.
The way that show ended kind of bothered me.
Oh, that bothered me too, trust me. The New Era Artist Social was like the first show we ever hosted before we were going through promoters and stuff, but the New Era was our first one. And what happened at the end was literally the owners went up to the booth and they plugged out the DJ.
Why?
Because they're pissed.
Why?
At me?
Why?
Because remember,
don't say the name if it has to do with someone with a name.
you know who, what happened?
Yeah.
The guy brought in
The guy. Yeah, the guy.
And then they were mad that the crowd that we brought, that's what they put it as.
The crowd. Our crowd wasn't even rowdy.
But you know what I'm getting at.
Ah.
Yeah.
Okay. It was that type of thing.
Yeah.
Wow. I didn't even know. I just knew like I was gonna go home either way because I was tired, and because whenever I go up on stage, I expend a lot of energy and I just feel like sleeping afterwards. So that's what I wanted to do. But yeah, I did not even think you were there, right?
Yeah, I was there.
Yeah, I remember I introduced you to a couple of people. So do you guys have anything else that you want to talk about with the 2010s in hip hop?
I actually wanted to talk about Flip De Niro.
Go ahead.
Because he was kind of like Freddie Watt, but he actually came back with like a project.
And what's that project's name? Because I don't even know who Flip De Niro is.
It's the guy that made Leave Me Alone.
Oh yeah. Leave me alone. That was a dope song.
Yeah, and then he disappeared for a bit. People were expecting him to drop an album, and then
he did it.
no, he did last year.
Oh, okay.
I was listening to the song, and then you know how underneath the song will show you like the other songs that the artist has and projects.
Yeah.
And then I saw that he released now. I'm like, oh.
Let me listen to that.
I didn't get to that yet.
It's like I didn't get to that yet. I'm probably not gonna listen to it until 2030.
Nah.
You know who I thought?
I'll give it a chance.
Who fell off?
Shark Lizzie. I thought he fell off for a year too because his last album was in 2018. That was the last one he made. He came up with one other single.
Yeah, get close to the mic.
Another person that really fell off was Chief Keef.
Chief Keef fell off hard.
Chief Keef had but Chief Keef was ruling for I think a good 2 years when that Don't Like song came out. Oh my goodness, that was a banger. But then I don't know, because I feel like rap goes in waves. So the drill music was a huge wave, and then after drill, it went to something different. I feel like it's gonna die down from what we're hearing now into something else that people are gonna just bandwagon. People are gonna jump on, and then you're gonna have a lot of new rappers that I don't really like, and some rappers that I do like. So I want to see what this new decade has in store for us.
What do you guys think of Nav?
Nav
fell off.
Okay, here's what I rate about Nav. Number 1, you're from Canada. I rate it. Number 2,
you're from Toronto.
I rate it. He's from Brampton?
Yes.
I didn't know that. Right. Well, all the Toronto rappers say they're from Brampton. All the Brampton rappers say they're from Toronto anyway.
Yeah. That cheeses me because Eminisha, right?
Yeah.
She's from Brampton, but she reps Toronto. It's just
of course. But, okay, I like that one song, but I don't really like Nav. Remember the whole thing I said about the crooning and they're not really singing? And if they were to really sing? Because there's a reason why they're not R&B artists. They can't sing. I'm not hating on the man. I'm just saying why I particularly don't like him. However, big up. Do your thing. I hate to have to say that, but do your thing. But here's who I'm really most disappointed at. Chance the Rapper.
Why?
Oh yeah, because he dropped that album.
Listen. Let me go into it. I was a wee lad. It was 2011. And I first, no, not 2011, 2013. And I first heard of Chance the Rapper. I listened to Acid Raps. I'm like, yo, this is fire. Just the way it opened up, every single track. They introduced me to No Name Gypsy, right? Then I went back. I listened to the 10-day mixtape. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is so fire. And I listened to all his other stuff, the Social Experiment mixtape. I listened to Wave, listened to all his little projects that he dropped out, even his Christmas album. Merry Christmas, Little Mama.
Really?
Every single Christmas since I heard it, I play it every single Christmas. Stranger at the Table is my jam. It's my jam and peanut butter. Let me tell you. he made my top 5 of the decade. Acid Rap made my top 5 of the decade to show you how much I love this guy's music. He was hip hop Obama for me. He could do no wrong in my eyes. But then he released Coloring Book, and everything changed. I loved him even more because Coloring Book was dope. That was the first what's it called? He won an award for that album, and he was an independent artist. Like, you know what that did for independent artists?
It opened the
that was opened a door, and he had Kurt Franklin on the album. How you have a hip hop album? You got Kurt Franklin on the hip hop album, and it's dope. Take him to church, dope. Then he released his newest album. I was so excited for it because every single album before this was so good. I was so excited.
It's basically like Kanye.
For
like
the big
everybody
day.
was hype. Everybody wanted to hear the album, and then it's just like
It was Yeezus. When Kanye dropped Yeezus, and everybody was so hyped for it, and they're like, because I was so hyped for the big day, and then I listened to it. The first track, I actually liked. It had some bad bars. My God make you go booyaka. I'm like, okay, that's not. My money Pippi Long. My stocks are Pippi Long. I'm like, it's kind of corny, but that's all right. Whatever. I listened to it more, and there were maybe like three more good songs in the entire. You know who is actually in it?
Cool.
What's it? John Witherspoon.
Really?
Yeah.
Was he?
He's in it?
He's in the album.
Oh shit! I never knew that.
Yeah, that's one thing I big him up for. He got that in there, so big up for that. But the entire album was just, I love my wife. I love my wife. I love my wife. I didn't like it. I didn't like it.
Do you know like any local artists?
Any local artists? So
yeah, because I kind of want to big up like local artists right now.
Okay, so besides St.parris, besides Ego the Most High, besides B Wells, By Me, you have James Love, you got you met so many artists at shows. Low.
Yeah.
Low was doing good.
Low is doing great. He has a mixtape or an album, whichever you want to call it, that dropped on Spotify. I loved it. I think it's called Fear.
Yes, Fear.
Right?
Boney Washington just dropped some mud too.
Boney Washington is another one. How about 416 Savage?
Oh, he's nice too.
That's another guy that's doing some good things in the hip hop.
I mentioned a local artist earlier. It was Emma Anisha, even though she doesn't really rap Brampton.
Oh gosh.
Yeah. But I like her songs though. I'm not trying to hate on her, but she makes good songs.
The Fam First.
Fam First is doing really good.
Fam First is doing their things. You have Kilo DeVille. He had a Raptors song when the Raptors won the playoffs. I feel so good, guys. If you don't know, we are a Canadian podcast. Do you know how good it feels for me to say the Raptors won the playoffs? Like, you guys don't understand. We're gonna have that over the Americans for the rest of their life. The Raptors won the playoffs. Even if we don't win anything else after this point, the Raptors won the playoffs, and we got Drake.
Yeah.
So that's dope. You have some artists that come to your studio. So you name some artists that you want to big up for this year.
I don't think some of them released music, but Swish is one.
Swish is dope. I heard some of his stuff. You dope, brother.
Yeah, and there's James Love. You already said his name.
Dope. No Secrets is my new R&B mixtape. I bump that all the time. I can't sing, but you get the point. Okay, is there anything else you guys want to talk about before we wrap things up, or is that basically it?
Well, I got some Guelph artists to big up too.
Oh yeah, big up some Guelph artists, man. We love Guelph. We do shows out in Guelph.
So we got Dice out there.
We got Dice. He's super dope.
Nolan Weston.
What is that beat maker's name?
Monsoon Hip Hop.
Yeah. Monsoon. You got Monsoon out there. You got Anguish.
Anguish is doing good. And Awkward.
Awkward.
There's some artists that I don't like, but I kind of want to hype them up too.
Yeah, I like all those artists out there because like they come out there every single 2 weeks and they do their thing. We have freestyle nights there, and I don't know if you guys know, but freestyling is hard, and especially when you're doing it in front of a crowd.
The next time I go, I need to come up there.
I will record that for you guys. I will record him freestyling for you guys, just for you guys. I need you guys to hear this. Yeah, it's always a good time. We always go out there. We always have fun. So big up all the Guelph artists. Big up all the Toronto artists, all the Brampton artists. Big up all the artists in 2010. I don't like all of you, but yo, you guys made it, and that deserves some props. Anyway, we are the Musical Immaturity Podcast, and I guess we're signing off.
Yeah, we're signing off.
All right, later, guys.
Later, guys.
I'm done for the day.